Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm here to review Ghostbusters Afterlife. Really wanted this film to hold up. Does it hold up? It absolutely smashes it. For anybody that is a Ghostbusters fan, one or two or just one, like myself, I love both of them. I put them second best film of all time for me personally. Does it hold up? Yes, it does. The feels that this film gives you is so good. Gives you the coming of age type of story. Gives you the history of more of the Ghostbusters and the lore. Also at the same time giving credence to family, giving credence to the past and paying homage. And the homage was so respectful. Like unreal respect. You know, shout out to Harold Ramis, bro. The respect was so good in this film, and the tie-in made sense, like so good. Let me to explain. You have to see it. Watch it, 100%. I totally give a recommendation. Must see film for any fan or anybody that's even interested slightly in Ghostbusters. I totally 100% recommend it. Third film, I'm calling it already. Best film of the year so far. It's my third one already. And it's just come out. The story goes basically, Spangler ends up dying for some miraculous reason. The family is told that it's basically due to him having a heart attack. So now they've been notified they've basically got to pick up the pieces. They end up moving back into his house that he's been living in, and they end up finding some clues and end up finding out a situation that he was involved with in regards to finding out what's going to happen to the world and how he can prevent that. And now the family kind of get involved and find out what happened to Spangler, their grandfather, and also what he was involved with, and how now, because they found it, they're gonna have to pick up the pieces and also save the world and do exactly what he was doing himself before he died. We get that in the film. We get the clues. They end up resolving everything, but the way they did it, the learning of the history of Ghostbusters, seeing the car, learning how to catch a trap, how to contain a ghost in the trap, how to use the proton pack, everything. It was if as a kid, and this is where it took me back. As a child, I always wanted to be a Ghostbuster. Couldn't be, lived through the films. This film puts you in those shoes. If you were to find out that your parent or your loved one was a Ghostbuster, how would you react and do? It puts you in those shoes straight away. So it gave me those feels of, if I was a kid, I would do this. Especially in today's day and age than back in the 80s and the 90s. So it was really good in that aspect. Again, like I said, the homage, too good. With him obviously in real life, Harold Ramis being dead, they obviously had a kind of hologram type character that reflected Spangler, but obviously he didn't talk because obviously Harold is not here anymore. And they paid that in the sense that obviously he ends up dying, but he ends up being a ghost. Kind of giving me a Casper vibe. And the family find out that he's been helping them along the way, finding the clues, telling them the story without actually having any dialogue. And then in the end fight, he ends up appearing, and also the original Ghostbusters appear. That homage was great. Their appearance was really good. Tied everything in, especially with the first one, and don't you remember who we are, and so on and so forth. It's just so good. Like, it's really this is the best way. If anybody wants to make a film that paid homage and also pushed the story more forward, this is this film. Does it perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Like, I can't, I have one fault, but it's relatively minor, you know. It depends how the fans will take it. Me as a fan, this is how I took it. But as a film as a whole, it is great. Absolutely great. Again, my only fault I have to speak on is they paid homage to the first film. They didn't pay homage to the second film. There was nothing about the painting. There was nothing about, you know, the ooze in New York. Yeah, we had the situation in New York with the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man walking around, and they saw the advertisements for Ghostbusters and so on and so forth. But they didn't have anything to let people know that, oh yeah, we also did this. There was mentioning of, yes, we were Ghostbusting and things got slow and stuff, but it's like, what about the things that we know through the two films? No, just literally paid homage to the first one. If you watch the first one and you just jumped to Afterlife, everything would be okay. You don't even have to watch number 2. That's, I guess, how good the film is, but that's the only gripe I've got, but I still recommend it. Still recommend it. Anything else about the film that I could say that I really, really liked? Off cuff, it was just great. It was just great. It was one of my anticipated. It's everything that I wanted. I even got a little bit more, and I just I was gonna see it again. Like, yeah, film was great. Watch it, guys. Definitely watch it. As a fan, as not a fan, you even want to just go to the cinema and go watch something, it's at the cinema. Go watch it now. Recommended to the fullest. But guys, if you liked my review, liked my reaction, comment down below, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, guys. Later.